Well, good afternoon. I hope that your Sunday is coming up well. Karibu sana. It is time for TV47 at 1. Hoping that you are well. My name is Linda Alela. I'll be taking you through that. Lots lined up for you, including this. Kenya is set to host the Africa Forward Summit 2026 in Nairobi. That is from the 11th to 12th, bringing together over 30 African heads of state, global institutions and private sector leaders. Government spokesperson Isaac Mwaura says the summit will focus on investment, innovation, climate, financing and reforms to the global financial system. The meeting, held ahead of France's G7 presidency, is also expected to strengthen Kenya's role in shaping Africa's development agenda, as well as attract investment in key sectors including energy, infrastructure and digital technology.
The Africa Forward Summit, which is going to be held on 11th and 12th of May 2026, Nairobi, is a high-level platform bringing together Africa and French heads of states, global institutions, and private sector leaders to advance a renewed partnership focused on innovation, investment, and sustainable growth. We are going to make sure that we have some administrative agreements, especially on tourism. There is something that we need to work on that. Declaration of intent between the government of the Republic of Kenya and the government of the French Republic on issues to do with the blue economy and fisheries. Also, we have a statement of intent, a draft MOU, on issues to do with energy, particularly to enable collaboration to facilitate and encourage cooperation in the peaceful uses of nuclear energy.
Now, Deputy President Kithure Kindiki has moved to court seeking permission to cross-examine renowned cardiologist Dr. Daniel Kibuka Gikonyo over a supplementary affidavit filed in the ongoing impeachment petition involving former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. His replying affidavit, Kindiki argues that the medical evidence introduced by Dr. Gikonyo, that is on April the 28th, 2026, raises factual and medical concerns that cannot be fairly determined through written submissions alone. He insists that oral cross-examination is necessary to test the authenticity, credibility and reliability of the claims. Kindiki further notes that the evidence was introduced nearly 18 months later, long after the petitioners had closed their case and highlighted submissions. He's now asking the court to allow his legal team to question Dr. Gikonyo on the contents of the affidavit and the annexed medical records, their preparation, authenticity, and any other relevant issues arising from the evidence. Ford Kenya has reaffirmed its resolve to dissolve ahead of next year's general elections, with senior party officials insisting the outfit remains a key player in Kenya's political landscape. Speaking in Kisii town, Ford Kenya Deputy Party Leader Millicent Aburo said that Ford Kenya will continue supporting the ruling coalition party, that is UDA, both now and during the upcoming polls. She emphasized that while the party will not field a presidential candidate, it intends to present contenders for all other elective seats. She highlighted plans for an aggressive membership recruitment, that is a drive in Kisii County, while also signaling readiness to collaborate with like-minded parties to secure its future relevance.
Ford Kenya is there to stay, and I want to make it categorically. Ford Kenya is not going to fold. Ford Kenya is going to be there up to 2070s. Ford Kenya is the second oldest party, and we cannot afford to fold our party. We will work with like-minded people, and we are going to form the government with like-minded people so that we take Kenya ahead. Because Kenya, we need a better country. We only have one Kenya, and we can only work if we are united.
Our big agenda is to a more seat in 2027. That is starting from the deputy president downward. Only is that we are not going to fear on the presidency because we are in Kenya Kwanza government to stay. We are going to fear the governors, women rep office, MPs, MCAs, and all the categories.
Administration officers in Kigumo constituency, Murang'a County, have issued a stand warning against the rising number of unlicensed Shylock operators accused of exploiting residents, especially women, through unlawful money lending schemes. Now, led by Kigumo Sub-County Commander Bashir Hassan, they have stated that Shylock business is not illegal unless the lenders are licensed by the Central Bank of Kenya, adding that the operators have mainly been targeting women, saying many are easily lured into the schemes before ending up trapped in huge debts and harassment. Leaders in the area lamented that many families have been left struggling after losing their hard-earned income to the operators, saying most of them are running illegal businesses aimed at impoverishing residents, and called on officers from the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, DCI, to conduct thorough investigations and bring those involved to book.
Shylock is illegal in Kenya. Quote me as authority from today. It was every institution that is supposed to be giving out money must be licensed by Central Bank. Hiyo ni utapeli na ni utapeli ya hali ya juu. Na kuanzia leo mimi nawasihi hao watu wakiwakujia, report them to police.
Yule kiongozi atafanya kazi na Shylock hata bila kufanya uchunguzi kujua ama hiyo biashara ya Shylock ni halali ama si halali, ataenda moja kwa moja. Wacha hawa kina mama wajivunie walichagua kiongozi wa hapa nyumbani na anaangalia maneno yao ya nyumbani.
Mwizi ni mwizi, sindio? Kama wako na nyinyi mko wadosi hapa, msingojea ati tuende kotini. Tunajua the process hiyo ya kwenda kotini. Ukisema unafanya investigation, wacha tufunge hizo maofisi zao kwanza, kwa sababu katika nchi ya Kenya kazi ya Shylock si legal.
Kenya has heightened surveillance and preparedness following reports of the rare Andes strain of hantavirus that is linked to cruise ship in the Atlantic Ocean. Now, health authorities have confirmed that no local cases have been detected, but screening and vigilance have been intensified at airports and seaports nationwide to prevent the possible entry of the virus. And according to the World Health Organization, 8 cases, including 3 deaths, have been reported abroad. And that is aboard the Dutch-flagged cruise ship, with preliminary findings pointing to rare Andes strain. Now, a Principal Secretary for Public Health, Mary Muthoni, says Kenya is strengthening long-term surveillance systems to enable early detection of zoonotic diseases, especially those linked to rodents and climate change.
Juzi nimetoka Kongo. Naweza kuwa nimekuja na mpox, naweza kuwa nimeshika virus kutoka mahali nyingine na watu wengine, because human beings are mobile. So sisi tumepeana advisory jana, tumesema tujikinge kwa hii magonjwa inatoka nje pia. Tumesema maintain high standards of personal and environmental hygiene. Tumesema kama ni panya ako kwako, make sure huyo panya umemuondoa. Sababu saa zingine ile mkojo ya huyo panya inaweza ikakojolea hata chakula usiku. Alafu asubuhi umechotea watoto ile chakula, amebeba kupeleka nini? Shule. Alafu anarudi ako na ugonjwa na labda haujui.
Digital taxi operators have threatened to disrupt transport services across the country starting next Monday if the government fails to lower fuel prices and are speaking here in Nairobi. The drivers say the rise in cost of fuel has severely affected their operations, accusing ride-hailing companies of ignoring their concerns. They say they are working under harsh conditions as earnings continue to decline due to the high cost of operations. The operators are now calling on the government and platform owners to urgently seek lasting solutions to improve working conditions and ease the burden on the digital taxi business.
Na sasa kama mafuta imepanda, hapo yenyewe haituongezei. Tunataka ile pesa kidogo tunabeba ni 350. Tumeshindwa kujimaintain. Hata ya manyumbani mwetu tuko na njaa, mabibi wako karibu kutoroka kwa sababu unapata hizi magari mingi ukipata kwa barabara zimepakiwa ni madriver wanarara kwa magari. Matatu zimeongezea bei, mama mboga ameongezea bei, kila kitu imeongezeka. Lakini ukiangalia app companies kila siku bei yao wanashindana wakienda towards the grassroots. So wito wangu ni kuhimiza madrivers wote tuungane, tujitetee sisi wenyewe.
Hatua ile tutachukua ni industrial action. Tunaweza kuwa na mgomo zaidi ya mgomo with the picketing, ambayo sasa tutarazimisha dereva wote kutofanya kazi, na pia application companies zingine tutaziamuru ya kwamba watoke katika nchi yetu ya Kenya. Tuachwe na application ambazo zitakuwa wanaweza kutusikiza, wafungue masikio yao watusikize.
Respiratory experts are warning of a worsening asthma crisis in Kenya, with claims an estimated 2,300 lives annually as urban pollution continues to fuel pediatric cases. Nearly 4 million Kenyans are now living with a chronic respiratory condition worsened by vehicle emissions and construction dust in urban sectors. Experts from Getchu's Children's Hospital say that many deaths are preventable through early diagnosis and consistent use of inhalers. However, poor adherence to medication and social stigma remain major barriers, causing children to miss school and placing additional strain on family resources.
The importance of celebrating World Asthma Day is to spread the gospel out there. What is asthma? How is it caused? The medication used? How do we use the inhalers? The side effects? How it is spread and how it affects the body, and to dispel any myths out there on the usage of the inhalers.
Asthma generally presents with a cough, is the most common symptom, and then the other symptom that follows is wheezing, where there will be musical or whistling sound from the chest. And then we have chest tightness. For children who can be able to express themselves, they will say their chest is tight. And the other thing that asthma will present with difficulties in breathing.
As much as there isn't much stigmatization in asthma, it's important for asthmatic people to be recognized and to spread awareness about it.
Cabinet Secretary for Cooperatives Wycliffe Oparanya has urged residents of Busia County and the wider western region to embrace coffee farming as their next economic frontier, positioning the crop as a transformative alternative to sugarcane. Speaking at Bohalariri High School in Butula constituency after distributing coffee seedlings and issuing checks worth about 4 million shillings to local farmers, Oparanya emphasized that coffee farming offers higher returns compared to sugarcane and called on farmers to join cooperative societies, noting that cooperatives play a pivotal role in ensuring farmers reap maximum benefits from their produce. With leaders across Western Kenya uniting behind the initiative, coffee farming is being positioned as a transformative cash crop for the region, offering farmers a chance to diversify incomes and strengthen the local economy.
Kahawa. Mulana, nimetembea humu nikisema tupande kahawa. Ukipanda kahawa vizuri, saa ile imekuwa, kwa sababu miaka miwili unaanza kufuna, lakini hiyo ni ndogo ndogo. Mwaka wa 3 wa 4 maximum. Ukiwa umelinda kahawa yako vizuri, utapata shilingi 1,000,000 kwa eka moja. Ukitaka kushika milioni, panda kahawa.
The Kamarini Stadium in Elgeyo Marakwet County is on course for completion within the next 5 months ahead of this year's Mashujaa Day celebrations. Sports Kenya Director General Timothy Kilimo says the quality of construction remains high following his latest inspection on the facility. Now, Timothy noted that the government is committed to meeting strict timelines and delivering a modern venue. KU North, a Member of Parliament, that is Adams Kipsanai, has urged residents to avoid politicizing the project, emphasizing the need for unity and support. He equally added that firm measures have been put in place to ensure the stadium meets international standards while boosting local sports development as well as economic activity.
We'll have a VIP section which has dressing, changing rooms for home and away teams. We will do the pitch to the standard of CAF. We'll also do tartan that will meet IAAF standards. So we returned the contractor 2 months ago, and we believe in the next 5-6 months we should be substantially done with the project.
You can see that the scope of works that is being done here is actually in line with the timelines that have been put in place. However, the government of Kenya will not schedule such an important event like Mashujaa in just to make public relations. This time round, we are sure that it will be completed, and the challenge that this stadium faced was not really about the public relations part. It was victimized, deliberately removed by the former regime. But this regime is a regime that implements its policies and programs across Kenya, not only in this region.
All right, 16 minutes past the top of the hour. We take a quick short break here on TV47 at 1, and we're back with more.
p.m.
Good morning.
You have my rent?
Leo jioni kama tutakuwa tumelipa rent, nauza hii simu yako.
Hamna pesa. I need 3 G's to make my nails today.
Sasa hivi natuhusu aje?
Can I order now? Do you ship? Can I get blinking ones?
Mimi nilikuwa na trade. Nimewekelea kitele yangu. Kitele yangu na trade. Nikikunyuma.
Oh my God. He left me. Nitumie ni live.
Uko nje kuna Wi-Fi.
Why? Hi-Fi?
Wait, so what do we call this dish again?
I have no idea.
The
cucumbers are there specifically for my beauty routine.
Tamulini kero umeka kwa beauty product.
Na ameenda.
Tunafaa tukuwe na logo yetu. Like, si ni brand already.
We won't entertain divas.
No. I'm not dealing with a man child.
Amazing. Nishapenda hii energy.
Sundays at 8:30 p.m. on TV47. Saturday at 8:30 p.m.
My father used to tell me that a hotel is the home for travelers. I guess I forgot that. Recently, it's been more of a mirror of my own ambition. Ooh, yeah. We might fail. We will probably fail, but not for a lack of trying. So for the last time, and the first time, welcome to Connect In, the best experience in Eastern Central Africa and its environs.
Saturday at 8:30 p.m. on TV47. Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m.
Well, this is TV47 at 1. Welcome back. And now Nairobi's legal landscape has shifted as community-led interventions secure 18 defilement convictions. That is through thousands of gender cases or gender-based violence cases remain unresolved. Now, between January and March 2026, Shining Hope for Communities managed 3,000 gender-based violence reports, including 534 sexual offenses, as well as 210 pending court cases. Dr. Kennedy Odede, Chief Executive Officer of the Shining Hope for Communities, highlights that integrated reporting and police collaboration are finally delivering justice. However, the sheer volume of cases continues to overwhelm resources and support systems within informal settlements like Kibera.
Through the awareness that has been created over the years, we've received so many cases in the community. I think it's because of course, now the community coming out, and because of the best practice or giving out the best, or making sure that we give the comprehensive care and support.
We have got so much help from the SHOFCO, and my team is a blessed one, having been backed up by the SHOFCO. To start with, SHOFCO has been quite vibrant in terms of counseling.
Lakini vile SHOFCO ilikuja ilinifurahisha sana kwa vile walitengeneza safe shelter. Sasa nikapata njia rahisi ya kurifa watu SHOFCO. Mama wakipigana na mwambia enda SHOFCO.
The construction industry is expected to supercharge across Kenya and Uganda's landscapes. Now, Ganatra Plant and Equipment has launched the JCB 345 LC, a heavy-duty powerhouse designed for the region's ambitious infrastructure goals. Powered by a 221-horsepower engine, this machine excels in deep digging and hard rock quarrying. That is from building Kenya expressways to expanding Ugandan mineral mines. Its massive bucket capacity and reinforced durability ensures constructors meet demanding deadlines with high cycle productivity.
In Kenya, JCB is spread now to 3+ towns. Most importantly, 50+ team members, and a huge focus on after-sales support. How do we be closer to the customers? How do we be closer to our partners? And how do we succeed in their aspirations, in their journey?
Over 30 regional institutions recently convened at a collaborative workshop aimed at redefining higher education's role in nurturing civic-minded leaders and fostering peaceful, inclusive societies, that is through strategic community engagement and outreach. Now led by Professor Abraham Waithima, educators emphasize the dual mandate of balancing academic excellence with active leadership development. Through inclusive teaching approaches, as well as university-led public programs, the institutions aim to dismantle divisive barriers. Reverend Dr. Julius Githinji noted that fostering mutual respect across cultural and religious lines is essential for social cohesion, ensuring universities remain key hubs, that is, for national development.
So trying to find the coherence
has really put together the enabling environment to make sure that, we regulate the space of academic pursuit, and the government is doing its part. There is always room for improvement, like we are saying. I think one way in which people, of course, you have had people complaining quite a bit is in terms of financing. You always wish there was more financing, but I want to believe that the government is doing its best.
Reaching out so that we can enable religion to be in the public square, in the public spaces, and therefore it doesn't become a tool for hindering governance.
And a youth initiative named Julisham Kenya has launched a nationwide civic awareness campaign targeting all 47 counties to advocate for media freedom, transparent elections, and equal leadership opportunities for young people. The movement, unveiled through county-to-county civic education walks, seeks to empower citizens on democratic participation while promoting peaceful political engagement ahead of future electoral processes. The organizers say the initiative will encourage youth involvement, that is, in leadership, strengthen accountability, and inspire active civic responsibility across the country.
Julisha Mkenya Initiative ilianzishwa huu mwaka. Nia yetu ni kuzuru maeneo ya kaunti zote 47 na ujumbe ile ambao tuko nao kwa Wakenya ni uhuru wa vyombo vya habari. Ujumbe wa pili ambao tuko nao kwa Wakenya ni ili vijana wapate nafasi sawa ya kupata viti katika nafasi ya uongozi. Ujumbe wa tatu ambao tuko nao, tutakuwa tunatembea kaunti zote 47 tukifanya uhamasisho kuelimisha wapigaji kura jinsi ambao wanafaa kuepukana na wale wanasiasa wapotovu ambao wanawaambia bei ya kura yako ni 2,000, bei ya kura yako ni 500, bei ya kura yako ni 600. Kura yako inastahili kutumika kuchagua wale viongozi ambao wanafaa watumikie wananchi na wale viongozi ambao wanafaa walinde rasilimali yetu kama Wakenya. Julisha Mkenya Initiative, strong than before. Julisha Mkenya Initiative, strong than before.
Cabras RFC clinched the Kenya Cup rugby title for a historic 5th consecutive time after defeating arch rivals KCB RFC 14-8 in a thrilling final played on a Saturday afternoon at the Kakamega Showgrounds. Super sub Ntabeni Dukisa proved decisive after coming on in the 35th minute of the first half, calmly slotting 3 crucial penalties to inspire Cabras to another Kenya Cup crown and further underline their dominance in local rugby. Speaking after the victory, Cabras RFC head coach, that is Carlos Katiwa, hailed his team's experience and composure, saying that the squad's resilience was key in helping them recover and successfully defend their title.
Wamecheza mpaka dakika ya mwisho na nafikiri kwa uzoefu tu wa Cabras wameweza kuwashinda juu ya experience. So nafikiri ni hiyo ndio kitu wamefika ya kwanza, watajibuild. Ni first time ya kufika finals, so hata watajua lessons za kupick from finals na wakibuild for the next one watajua watafika wapi.
Our guys have been working really hard. I don't know how many times we've been doing this, coming back, but we can't continue in this fashion. But it's a good character, to always come back. That's a good sign of a good team. So I'm proud of the team. It was a hard game.
And Kenya Premier League defending champions Kenya Police are set for a thrilling showdown against Gor Mahia at the iconic stadium, that is the Nyayo National Stadium, as the Kenya Premier League title race intensifies. Now, Gor Mahia head into the clash full of confidence after edging Kakamega Homeboys 1-0 last weekend, with Kogalo determined to maintain their charge towards another league crown. At today's fixtures, KCB FC will take on Bandari, that is FC, while Tusker FC host Bidco United. Muranga Seal are also set to face Kakamega Homeboys as Kariobangi Sharks welcome Nairobi United. Now Gor Mahia currently sit at the summit of the league standings with 64 points as they continue their quest to win the title after sleep last season.
Kwa tofauti itakuwa kama the first leg. Tunajua Gor Mahia have a very good team, they are very tough, so we are prepared.
Tumalize na good position. About Mozart Cup, I think ni finali mbili tu tuko nayo, na Mwenyezi Mungu atujalia tushinde finali mbili. Hiyo ni semi-finals na finali, na maanisha tutakuwa tumesharudi kwa kucheza CAF. So ni hayo tu, watu wangangane, tupambane, tu train na tujue tuko na finali mbili, na pia hizo games zibaki za ligi ni finali kwetu. Tumalize na good position na Mungu akijalia pia tushinde Mozart Cup.
Against Gor Mahia is a perfect opportunity for us to send a good statement. I believe my players are ready, and just the fact that they're facing Gor Mahia is a good motivation in itself.
And Kenya Paralympic powerlifter Helen Warira is set to carry the nation's hope to the Oran 2026 African Open Championship in Algeria later this month. Warira, determined lifter, is eyeing gold as she intensifies her quest for qualification to the 2026 Commonwealth Games and the 2028 Paralympics.
So, na niliwin medal. Natumai ya kwamba naenda kuperform vizuri kwa sababu nilipata bronze, natumai nitapata gold.
Hii bench ukiangalia ni
kakonde kidogo, na tunataka ile bench pana yenye inaweza mshikilia vizuri, yenye yezi mpea injury. Hii si nzuri sana, although tunasukuma nayo juu tuko na target na tuko na kazi iko mbele yetu.
Elsewhere, Manchester City kept their slim title hopes alive with a convincing 3-0 victory at the Etihad Stadium.
You have my rent?
Leo jioni kama tutakuwa tumelipa rent, nauza hii simu yako.
Hamna pesa. I need 3 G's to make my nails today.
Sasa hivi natuhusu aje?
Can I order now? Do you ship? Can I get blinking ones?
Mimi nilikuwa na trade. Nimeekelea kitele yangu. Kitele yangu na trade. Ikikunyuma.
Oh my God, he left me. Nitumie ni live.
Uko nje kuna wifi.
Why? High five?
Wait, so what do we call this dish again?
I have no idea.
The cucumbers are there specifically for my beauty routine.
Tamulini kero umeka kwa beauty product.
Na ameenda.
Tunafaa tukuwe na logo yetu. Like, si ni brand already.
We won't entertain divas. No. I'm not dealing with a man child.
Amazing. Nishapenda hii energy.
Sundays at 8:30 p.m. on TV47. Saturday at 8:30 p.m.
My father used to tell me that our hotel is the home for travelers. I guess I forgot that. Recently, it's been more of a
coming away at 7 and 9 p.m. respectively, appreciating all the mothers and all that make the mothers the best. Thank you so much. My name is Linda Alela. We close TV47 at 1. Do have yourself a lovely afternoon.